guys, welcome back to my channel. So today you join me on my floor because I am going to show you what is in my uni backpack. So without further ado, let's not make this intro a super rambly one and we're just going to get into it. The bag itself is a Kipling backpack. I started the year off with a handbag, but I quickly realised that I really didn't want to do that. Like, it was just too much weight on my one shoulder, and especially like carrying it to lectures, I was just like, no. So I tried to find a backpack. If you remember my vlogs at the start of Michaelmas term, I was like stressing out about not being able to find the right backpack. So finally I chose this one, and it is, I think, the city pack, like the small one from Kipling. It is quite small, but it fits everything and the pattern is really pretty. So yeah, and I also have the little monkey on here. But getting into the bag itself, firstly, in the pockets, so this front pocket, if I, hang on, unzip, I have this little pouch which has like toiletry stuff in it, a bunch of plasters, like liners, a lip balm, pads, stuff like that. And I also in here have my eye drops because I need to take these like multiple times a day, so yes. And then there are two side pockets as well. So in the first one I have tissues, hand sanitizer, very important, and then I also have a Carmex lip balm because this is my favourite lip balm ever. It's so good. So yes, carry that around. And in the other one I have a reusable bag. This is one of those ones that like velcros and then folds out, and like, yeah, you get the gist. But that's really useful for if like I spontaneously decide to go to Sainsbury's and I don't want to get a separate Sainsbury's bag. The only problem with that bag is that obviously it can't carry like really heavy stuff because it's really like thin, so I don't want to rip it. So if I'm carrying like bottles of something, I can't use this. But for like random trips to get like bread or something, this is perfect. And then also in here, actually right now I have my keys because obviously I'm at home. Usually I carry my cam card in this pocket if I don't have like a pocket in a jumper or something that I'm wearing. And then this bag actually has a back pocket, which is really handy, like it's very discreet. And in here I carry my purse so that no one can like take it out if I'm carrying it, because obviously it's on my back. And finally we can move in to the large compartments. So there are actually two which are super useful. One of them is zipped and one of them is drawstringed, which I think is quite cool because it like expands and then contracts. Yeah, obviously it's a drawstring. But firstly, in the drawstring pocket, which I don't know if you can see it, but it's there, I have this which is for rowing. Obviously what is actually in my bag changes depending on like what I have that day. So if I have rowing, I usually have like a change of clothes, so like jeans with me in this drawstring pocket to change into to go to lectures afterwards. But this is usually in here. It's just like a fold out waterproof jacket and it compresses to this like really cute little pouch, and it's so useful because if it rains during rowing, I always have like something with me. But also, to be fair, if I didn't have like a coat with me and it suddenly started pouring down, which I wouldn't put it past the weather in England to do that, then I always have some sort of like waterproof option with me. Another thing that's in here are gloves. Hopefully I won't need these soon because the weather is, fingers crossed, getting better. But yeah, I have these just in case it gets really cold and my hands start to freeze. I also have this Tesco bag which I use as a reusable bag, as well as the green one, because this one can obviously hold like heavier things because it's like a plastic shopping bag. And it's also great for if like I have wet clothes from rowing and I need to put them somewhere. This I can shove in my bag and it's not gonna like make everything else wet. And finally, in the drawstring pocket, blister tape, because rowing, again, like I always have this on me just in case like I absolutely ruin my hands. So yeah, it's not the best, but it's there. And finally, the zipped pocket is the largest, obviously, and in here the first thing that I have is my water bottle. Always have this with me, whether it be for rowing or to stop coughing myself to death in lectures, you know, always comes in handy. I also have my pencil case, which has been the same since I can't remember when, but I just have like a bunch of stuff in there that is now falling out. So yeah, lots of colourful pens, highlighters, all that stuff. I also carry around sometimes, again depending on the day and like how long I'm out, my portable charger just to charge like my phone or my iPad. And I also have an umbrella because again, rain. And then this bag also has these 2 pockets in the front, so I have my Apple Pencil in like the smaller one because it's just easy access and I don't want to like ruin it in my pencil case with like pen getting all over it. Next thing is my iPad. I always pretty much carry this around with me just because all of my lecture notes can be accessed on here and the internet, and I kind of just use this as my laptop in uni, at least when I'm out and about. So this, if you're wondering, is the iPad Pro 10.5 inch because I get quite a few questions on that. So yes, my iPad is always in there, and I also carry around a notebook just in case like my iPad might run out of charge or something. I might not have my charger with me, so I just have paper in case I need to write on paper, but I don't tend to use it really, especially like I used to use this in supervisions, but I don't anymore just because I've realised that it's so much easier to have all my supervision notes on OneNote on my iPad as well. So now this is just in here for emergencies when I need paper. And then last of all, in this bag I have a little pocket on the back of the inside pocket, and in here is just my calculator because we sometimes need this in practicals and it's just better to always have a calculator on you. Yeah, that is the bag, empty, done. I don't carry textbooks around with me in uni just because I don't feel like I need to. If I need a page in my textbook, I'll just take a picture of it on my iPad and just have it there, but generally for stuff that I do outside of my room, like I don't need my textbooks. The only other thing that I would put in there are my histology and MIMS practical booklets. If I have those practicals on that day, I'll shove them in, and sometimes if I wanted to annotate like my paper copies of lecture notes, then I would shove them in my bag as well. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Sometimes I take my laptop. It's a mystery to me too how it actually fits in this with everything else, but it does, so I'm not complaining. So if I like need my laptop to go to the library or to go to a supervision, then I can just like drag it along with me. And yeah, so that is it for this video. I know that it was really short, but I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. If you did, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to my channel. The button is below this video, and you can follow my social medias. The handles are always in the description box. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!